Open Doors, powered by Compass, and you're at Kim's Corner. I'm here today with Arlene Lynes from Read Between the Lynes bookstore. And you probably don't even need an introduction, Arlene, but stop. But here we are. So if you don't know Arlene, you need to do the previous interviews to really read up on Arlene and her fabulous hometown bookstore. But Arlene and I have gone way back in time, and both of us really celebrating 20 years of business. So last year, right? 2025?
Yeah,
both of us.
Same, both of us.
So we're in the same hood. And the hood of greatness, I think that's what we're going to call it.
Okay, I like that.
Yeah.
Hood of greatness. I'll take it.
So with that, Arlene has a long list of accomplishments. And instead of focusing really on why you're here and how you got here, really what I wanted to do is kind of talk about the store and how it's evolving over the last 20 years. Where do you see what's next?
Oh my. All right, so we'll start real quick. In 2005, I was in a little bit of a different location right here on the square. We were solely a bookstore. We didn't even have many what we refer to as sidelines. I think I had some puppets down there, a couple things. And so then 10 years later, I moved to this new location, and we have a cafe with gourmet foods. So that was a huge jump and a huge change, as well as extra space to add some of the sidelines. So things that people expect to find in bookstores, cards, journals, writing instruments. So that has definitely evolved into a difference, especially with the industry. I think it's rare that you will go into any bookstore these days and not find other things besides just books, because they are needed. So that's been a whole evolution of product, changing product, expanding those product lines, and just paying attention to what our customers want.
That's key, certainly. And as we talk about hometown and really the hometown feel that you get in the bookstore, it has nothing to do with this massive tree that we're sitting under in the store, but this is quite the fixture. But really that sense, that feeling like you're at home, that you could be here with a cup of coffee or maybe ice cream or some candy or anything else, and just kind of feel like an extension of your space at home. And I think that vibe, really serves this community super well, because you can have so much here in this location. One of the things that I've admired about you, Arlene, and this business has been just the community impact. And talk to me a little bit about what you do here to really be that community hub.
One of the things we do is we really try to get involved with our community partners. So from the very beginning, and that did start with, I guess, a little bit about who I am and what my values are, about being a community member. But it was also in 2005 a tricky time to open an independent bookstore. I actually was advised not to do it by my friends, which they laugh about now. And so I knew I had to partner. So I would reach out and partner key books with different community organizations, mostly not-for-profits, but also the schools. And so reaching out to our educators and principals and seeing how we could collaborate together. So that's really how it started. And then it just evolved from there.
Okay. Well, and any given day or moment, even on a day after Groundhog Day, for example, people are still coming into the store here. So there's probably little time for rest and interviews like this.
A little. But we may do.
Right? That's part of the job. You don't say no, hardly.
I get to sit down.
There you go. Yes, you do. So in the age, and you referenced this a little bit about, being a tough time to open a store even. But since 2005, it has not changed, where online reading has been, really a big part of the American way of reading books. So what is your secret sauce, as you say, that kind of keeps people coming back here and ordering and buying books from you?
I think it's the relationships that I originally created or my staff members over the years create. Um, it's a very different retail environment. We have very personal situations where people come in. Um, Usually they're a bit sadder, the ones that come right to mind, such as a grandparent passing or a neighbor passing and needing to find grief books that are appropriate for 2, 4-year-olds, things like that. Those are the kinds of things that when we have developed those relationships already during happy times, whether it's I'm doing story time here or out at the farmer's market and people know who Miss Arlene is, and there's a level of trust that comes with it. Also, my staff members, they develop that too with the clients. So then people do come back. They like to be here. And it boils down to relationships. So the secret sauce is relationships and community.
Right. Well, and your staff is excellent too,
Thank
I have to say. And I have any number of times I came in here with the wrong title of the book yesterday, day before, and she was able to find it and correct me, and you can get it ordered and all the things. But
Thank you.
It was like I had a couple keywords. And
it's okay. You didn't come in saying I was here 3 months ago and now you had a book on sale with a yellow cover and you still have it. And I will tell you that staff member who has since moved on and is doing amazing things, he found the book that the woman was looking for.
I love it. Mm-hmm. One of my favorite things as I've just been milling around the store has been to see some of the old time children's books, Clifford. There's been a bunch of books that have popped up right in front of me. Llama Llama.
Yes, right.
Like the classics, Madeline, the Big Yellow Bus, or the books, and I'm like, and I don't think I have any of them anymore. And I'm thinking, why did I get rid of the books? Because someday you do it again.
And that's exactly why they're here. A lot of these books are books that I read to my children or were part of my childhood that are considered classics. And we see it all the time. People come in and they have that memory. And I guess it's sort of like shopping in an antique store. Right. So, but it's a lot easier to buy just a paperback book or something than it is an actual antique. Right. So anyway, but yeah, I read this to my child, or we often have people come in with a very specific title that they are now about to be a grandparent, and they want this very book to read to their new grandchild, and often, sadly, those books are no longer in publication. But so we try to have a variety here, though.
Okay. Well, that's wonderful. So looking ahead, now, and one of the accolades that I am going to throw out there is that Arlene is the 2025 Woman of the Year, as awarded by the Woodstock Professional Business Women's Organization. It was a thrill to get to present you with that award this last year.
It was a thrill to receive it.
Awesome. What's next for you? What's in the cookbook for next year?
For the
next 20 years.
The next 20 years? I think if I plan out the next 20 years, I might end up divorced. But
all right, 10. Okay. Let's go for 10.
10. It's really hard to say that just because this business evolves. It's constantly changing. So we really don't know so much. Like, we have to be, in a way, ready to roll with the punches. Okay. So do I have any grand plans? No, my plan is just to keep this place going. When the day comes that my time here is finished, I believe there will be the perfect person that will come in and carry this bookstore forward, because I really can't see it leaving. So whether that includes me or not, I don't know. But I'd say 10 is fair.
10 is fair.
10 is fair.
So if you've always wanted to own an independently run bookstore with amazing items and sidelines and people in the community, then, give yourself
In
a
the
10-year warning.
perfect town.
Yeah.
In the perfect town.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, so appropriate. Yeah, so Miss Woodstock of you. There you have it. So, to you, Arlene, my last ask that I'm springing on you now is, what can the community do for you? What do you need from us? How can we give back to you?
Support buying books here, not going to a large online retailer. We do take book orders. We have our own website. And so we can get any book that they can, pretty much, as long as it's still in print. Because each and every one of those purchases counts. It doesn't matter how small or how large, they all count. So, that's what's kept us here, is having that community support. And that's what will keep us going.
Wonderful.
It's just that support.
That seems like an easy ask. So what do you think, gang? We'll make sure the website is included on our link here. And with that, keep coming back with who else you would like to see interviewed. And Arlene, thank you again for your time. You are a treasure.
Thank you,
in this community, and we just can't express that any more than we just did.
All right. Well, thank you.
That's all for today.